How's it going, and welcome back to the vlogs, where today we're going to be leaving Chiang Mai to go and see Doi Inthanon National Park, which should be absolutely beautiful, whilst also getting to go and see some waterfalls and then go and see some tribal villages. So it should be a really fun packed day. So we're going to be exploring the Doi Inthanon National Park, which is also known as the Roof of Thailand. So that should be incredible. Hopefully get some cool drone shots there too, before heading over to the Trek Anchor Trail, where we should be able to see some stunning waterfalls, and then finally ending up with meeting what is known as the Karen tribe. So hopefully they're a little bit happier than the Karens that we have here in the UK. So we're about to be picked up in just a moment, so we need to head downstairs to reception and wait for our car or minibus. Doi Inthanon National Park is actually named after the 7th Lana king and is the biggest in Thailand. So we've just been going for about half an hour now, and we've stopped at the services. So if you want to get any food and stuff, you can go and grab some of that. We've actually got a muffin in the car for breakfast, so I'm going to probably eat that, and we'll save a little bit of money on not buying anything, as they're going to be providing lunch later on. We've now got another an hour and a half drive though until we actually reach the Doi Inthanon International Park. So it's going to be a little bit of fun now, sat in the car and getting some footage. And hopefully the tour guide will tell us a few bits of information on our way. So he's told us a couple of phrases which we should be using whilst we are here in Thailand. And he's also told us that Chiang Mai actually translates to New Town. Our guide taught us a few words in Thai, including Khop Khun Kap means thank you, and Sawadee Kap means hello. So we stopped off at the first stop, which is meant to be a waterfall. We've got stunning around here, but got no idea where the waterfall is as of yet. This is the Mae Klang waterfall, spanning 100 meters in height. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's made up of multiple tiers. After visiting the waterfall, we were given a bottle of water for the journey and continued our way through checkpoint 1 of Doi Inthanon Park. Waterfall number 2 is Wachirathan, which is also known as the Stream of Diamonds. That's what it translates to. And it's approximately 80 meters in height, so it's slightly smaller than the previous one. But I think I prefer this one. It looks a bit cooler, especially the blaze, which you can see at the bottom. Just climbing down the steps now to get to the bottom, and these steps are very sketchy. And the handrail as well, I don't know what it is, it's like some wood, but it's really slimy, so you basically got no grip on the handrail, and then the steps are slanted, which isn't ideal, but we've managed to get to the bottom so we get a better view of the waterfall. One thing I do love is just how clear the water is at a waterfall, especially in comparison to in the middle of the city in Chiang Mai, where the water is literally just brown, but it is absolutely beautiful around here. It's like a jungle, and it's completely different to the waterfall that we saw in Iceland, which was obviously covered in snow, but I just can't even compare them. I think it's stunning here. At the second waterfall, we were able to go to the toilet, and they had little stalls and cafes each if you wanted to get anything. We spent around 30 minutes at this stop. The roads are very steep and windy, but the bus was very well air conditioned, thankfully. Although on the day we went, the weather wasn't amazing, which was probably a good thing so we don't get too hot / burnt. The second waterfall stop actually felt quite chilly, so maybe take a jumper. Next stop was Karen's tribe up in the mountains. Thankfully, these were much happier than the Karens that we have in the UK. There are about 450 people in the village, and they have been developing over the years. One example of this is the roofing material. Firstly, they used straw. They had to change this every 2 years as it would break from the heat and the rain. Then they decided to move to aluminium, but they couldn't sleep due to the noise when it rained. And then finally, they have moved on to tile roofing. The seesaw that you can see here is used actually to take the skin off of the rice before boiling or frying. We noticed lots of chickens and chicks and a few dogs and cats too. But instead of gambling in casinos in Thailand, they bet on winners in bot boxing, and in cockfights. Pause. Not what you think. Cockerel fights. The losing cockerel unfortunately turns into a KFC. This is a basket for the women to use when going to the farm to collect things. There is a second type of basket which is actually also used to stop rats from getting at the baby chick's legs. Organic cotton scarves are made in the village by the women, and it takes around 3 days to make each scarf. They also make tops too, which have no pockets. This is so that the husband and wife can't keep any secrets from each other. Ladies wear white tops until they get married, then they can wear any colour that they like. This symbolises purity, virginity and youth. This is a lady making a scarf here now, or a top. It's crazy how people have the skills to do this without modern tools today. They also make slingshots out of wood for hunting birds. And this is similar to a wood chime to go around the necks of the buffalo so that you can hear them in the forest. Next, we've got to try the 4 different local drinks. Starting off with the medium roast coffee, which confirmed that I definitely do not like coffee. The coffee skin tea, which was not very flavourful, still confirmed that I don't like coffee. We then had a mixed flower tea, which was made from hysteria, and this was a lot sweeter and more floral, but this was definitely my favourite so far. The blue butterfly pea flower coffee smelled and tasted very earthy, and I didn't really enjoy that either. They were also selling some very nice scented candles on the table too for only just over £1. Lunch was at a restaurant not too far from the Karen tribe. It was nice and they kept offering to get more food if you were still hungry. There was chicken, rice, soup, veg, melon, omelette. The best bit was definitely the omelette. It was very tasty and the chicken was a bit pink in some places, so I didn't really want to take the risk there. They also offered veggie and vegan food for Beth, which was the same apart from sweet and sour veg instead of the chicken and omelette. We then got to pick mini bananas off of a stalk at the end, which was pretty cool. We are now here at the highest point in Thailand, where we made the error of not taking anything warm as it was only 11 degrees Celsius. So do make sure to bring a jacket or something for this if you do actually go on this trip. Apparently the trees look much prettier in the rainy season as they are all covered in moss, so it cleans it up and makes it look very lush and nutritious. So we finally made it to the Royal Pagodas. So in front of us we have the King's Pagoda, and this was built for his 60th birthday. And then on the left hand side, just behind the trees there, that is the Queen's Pagoda, which is actually built for her 60th birthday. So a lot of people come up here to sort of celebrate both of those. I think I see pictures of the King and Queen pretty much everywhere. And then you've obviously also got the Buddhas in near every temple which you go to too. So we're going to start off with the King's Pagoda, and we thought that we'd have to climb up all the stairs, but if you want to, there is actually an escalator in here too which we can take. Do you want to go up the escalator and then down? Yeah, so we'll go up the escalator and down the stairs because we're lazy. It is very, very cold and windy up here too, so do make sure to bring your jumpers. But it's really cool. They've got like gardens on the sides too, so I think they were an addition a little bit later on from what the guide said. So it was originally just the temples, but it's a really impressive place, I have to say. And we're currently at the highest point of Thailand. Well, we've come down slightly from the highest point, but this is pretty much the highest point of Thailand, both these royal pagodas. Look at the garden over there too. It's got a little bridge over what's like a little lake or pond. So this is quite a good view of the two because you get to see the kings here at the front and the queens is there in the background. I wonder if they got to choose the colours because obviously purple was for Saturday. I'm pretty sure the king's born on Monday, so I don't think that applies to these temples, unfortunately. But now let's have a look inside the temple and see what it looks like. So we've just taken a look inside of the King's Pagoda. That looks pretty cool inside. It's so quiet in all the temples too, so I don't really want to be vlogging whilst I'm in there. But we're now heading over to the Queen's on the opposite side. So we'll see how hers is decorated, because apparently it is more florally in this one, so we'll have to see. Turns out that I've got it wrong. The brown one is actually the King's and the purple one is the Queen's, which makes a little bit more sense, because that one did feel a bit more florally. So we'll have to have a look in this one and see what we think of it in here. You can tell I'm a shocking tourist when I'm getting stuff like that wrong. Funny because on this side, when you take a look at the art, it is more like battles. Interesting thing going on there. Not too sure that woman just been speared into another woman by the looks of it. Right, now let's actually take a look in the real King's Pagoda. We got it completely wrong the first time. So here we go. Oh, it's got the golden leaf. Oh, it's echoey in here. This is definitely more masculine than the other one. It was much more floral. However, they have obviously got the native leaf in here. And it's always so golden too. So maybe the yellow was to represent the King's birthday. So you can see it's got a couple of banners up there with the yellow for his birthday being on a Monday. I think this one's a lot more majestic than the other one. They've all got like the smell of feet too, which isn't ideal. Gardens do have a very cool vibe to it. They seem to all have like music playing in the background too as you walk around, which is quite cool. Gives it that Disneyland sort of feel, a bit surreal. They've got all the gardens. And then the view over the edge. It is a shame though that the weather is a little bit cloudy. Otherwise we could see a lot further down the mountain. So we're now on our way back down. We're currently 2,100 meters above sea level. That is how high we are right now up here by the temples. I think the tour guide's going to take us back now. I'm not too sure what's the plan on the way back, because we thought that you were going to see the Karen's tribe on the way back, but we've already seen that now. So I'm not sure what the plan is now, but we are supposed to be back at the hotel by 5:30. I've just noticed again that the purple colour seems to fade on all of these murals, whereas the yellow one seems to stay quite a vibrant yellow. I don't know whether they've redone the yellow or not, but it seems to be everywhere where the purple one's fading. Off at a food market on the way back. We got to try some dried mango and some sweet potato crisps basically, which are really tasty. But like all the other markets, they are quite the same, although this one's got more food, doesn't it? Because that's probably because they're up in the mountains, so maybe this is all locally grown. And then they've also got the cloves. Some more of the elephant trousers in here too. Let's take a look inside. Pretty cool, got some like wind chimes. Nice little dresses, probably all handmade from the tribes that we saw not long ago. So we've done a quick lap there and back. Now we're going to head back to the car, and I think that is probably it for the day. So we're going to be heading back to the hotel. And we are back in the room. It is now 5:30 in the afternoon. So we've been there since 8:30 doing this whole tour. So it is a long tour, but definitely worth it, I think. Really enjoyable. And I'll leave a link down in the description below if you do want to go on when you're on your travels. The trip in total is probably the most expensive thing we've done so far. And it came to 3,235 baht, which is equivalent to around £77. Now that includes though all the 4 different places which we went to, including the market on the way back. Also includes entrance into the park, which is another, I think it was about 20 quid just to actually get in for both of us. Also includes lunch, bottle of water too, and then obviously you've got the guide, which is explaining things to you as well. Unfortunately though, in the car, the guide was in the other minibus, so there's like 2 minibuses in our group, and the guide was in the other one. I don't know if he was maybe saying other things whilst they were driving, but in our minibus, it was basically just silence or talking to yourselves. But at least now I can say that I have visited the highest point in Thailand, which is pretty cool. Also went to one of the highest points in Spain when we were there in Tenerife, so seem to be getting quite a few of these highest points ticked off. But we're now going to get changed and head off into town, where we're probably going to go back to the night bazaar, check out another one of the night bazaar tours, get some nice food, and maybe I might even be able to get myself a Thai football top or a Thai sports top. Dressed and ready to go, let's go and have a look at some shops and get some food. So we're trying out the Pa Plern market tonight. Looks pretty cool. It's got a bit of a Chinatown theme to it, but I think that is just because it is the Chinese New Year coming up. But this one's a lot prettier, more modern than the night bazaar which we tried the other night. And it's got some live music too, which is pretty cool. Let's walk through it, see what they're selling today. So we've got some henna body paint, but I don't think we're going to be doing that. If you want a massage, you can go for a massage over here. And then it's got food stalls all around the outside and tables in the centre by the looks of it. So happy day, you should probably be able to find some food here and maybe get a massage after. For the meal this evening, we actually went to Khao Soi restaurant, which weirdly enough sells khao soi, which is actually the traditional dish of northern Thailand, and Chiang Mai is meant to be very good at it. So we're going to give it a taste now. It's basically egg noodles, chicken, all in a yellow curry. You can have it with other meat too. So Beth's got the vegan version just there with tofu, but we'll give it a try. We'll start off with some of the egg noodles, dipping it into the curry with some chicken. Here we go. See what we can do with our chopstick skills. I'm never going to be able to fit this all in my mouth. That's nice. It's got a really nice flavour to it. I also added some lime in, and I can definitely taste the lime too. I like that. That's lovely. I'm actually sat in a really nice market. Beth will show you around now. It's got loads of food places around the outside, chairs all in the middle, some shops just to the right of us too. And then it has got some music going on in the background as well. So we're really happy that we found this. If we came back again, we'd definitely visit here more often and have more food. Just had our food, which was absolutely delicious. We then went and tried some vegan khao soi ice cream, which was a very interesting taste because it was the same curry that we literally just had. Beth is now having, though, a toffee ice cream. Is this toffee? Is it sticky toffee or something? Just toffee ice cream, which is it very nice? Yeah. It's very tasty. And now I am just getting a white chocolate crepe. Couldn't ask for anything better. It's just been made up for me now. And I can't wait for it. I've not had a crepe since being away, so it's the first time ever that I've waited this long without having a crepe. The crepe has arrived. It looks a bit paler than the crepes that I usually have. When we go to Mallorca with my family, we always have crepes and they're delicious. Me and my brother, Nutella and banana, and I always go for the white chocolate Nutella. But we're going to give this one a taste now, see what we think. It's nice. Definitely not the best crepe I've had, and I definitely would, if it was me, put more topping in. I love overfilling crepes and things like that, so I'm probably going to give that a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, could be better, but it only cost 50 baht, along with the best ice cream, which only costs 50 baht too, so that comes to 100 baht, which is about £2.50, so not bad really. In a day's work, we spent about £5, £6, £7, so not too bad. Finished our dessert and we're now heading to the shops. We found a good shop which is full of football tops. Well, I don't know if they're football tops or what sort of tops they are, but they're all the Chiang Mai, Thailand tops. So we'll take a look inside and see if we can find one which we like. Right, so we're going in to try and barter for the sports top, but we'll have to see how this goes. We're going to try and get it down to 200 from 250. Unfortunately, unsuccessful at getting the top, not because of my bartering skills, but because the size wasn't right. So we found the top raw one. It's like this pink and black one. There's quite a lot of similar pink and black ones, but there's one specific one that I'm trying to find. I'm hoping that we can find it in Chiang Mai, and I need it in a large instead of a medium. I thought I was going to be medium, but instead it's large. I reckon it's because people in Thailand are a lot smaller than people in the UK, but I'll keep telling myself that until I feel happy about it. But anyway, I need to try and find a large one when we get to Chiang Mai, which we are actually going to Chiang Mai tomorrow, but we're going to head back to the hotel now, and then we'll probably head off to sleep. And we are back in the hotel room for our last night. Had a really good time in Chiang Mai, and I definitely would recommend that as a place to go if you ever come to Thailand. Got everything you want, from food, shops to activities, and you can even go to elephant sanctuary, see waterfalls and much more. Comparing it to Singapore, it is quite different because obviously Singapore is a much more modern city. There's lots more things that are very nice. But it is now time for bed. So tomorrow we're going to be heading over to Chiang Rai. So that's just slightly further north of Chiang Mai and further east as we head our way towards Laos. So if you do want to check that video out, well, that will be coming out very soon too. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one.